Okay, hello everyone. So we will be discussing the early adulthood, but we will also include an emerging adulthood in our late teens all the way through early adulthood. So as usual, the presentation will cover physical, cognitive, and social emotional changes, but this is a shortened lecture. I still encourage you to read more and aton mga materials. Okay, so emerging adulthood is a relatively new term, developmental psychology, and it's coined by Jeffrey Arnett. Okay, so this refers on 18 to 25 years of age. And this is actually a period that is characterized by experimentation and exploration. So, sa ko pa, this is the period nga sulod gamuan mga college students. So this is actually considered nga separate early adulthood because and mga young people take longer to settle into adult roles. So wala iyo, 'di ba? Some of you here are already 22, 21, so ganito. So that's why naging separate talaga ang emerging adulthood na discussion early adulthood. Kaya yun na nga, you take time to settle adult roles compared han mga una nga generations, lalo na hanwari pa senior high, di ba? So, many of you here are still in college. Ang iba naman is, there are some nga at your age right now, mga 21, 22, still nagmimiling lagi hapon kung ano nga program man era igpo-pursue, nag-change lagi hapon na ran era career path, and very frequent pagod at this stage. And many of you are still exploring in mga different relationships. So, in other words, dili pa sugad ka settled. So, that's why may separate na discussion for emerging adults. Diba? So, isipan nala, some of the young people hini nga edad 18 to 25 change in major or programs, change in iba-iba na workplace or internships, or maybe dili pa sugad ka ano ini stable and job na live lagi hapon with the roommates or mga family members, 'di ba? So ada lagi pa nila stage where they are exploring hin mga possibilities nga diri pa committed hin permanent nga path. Okay? So amo itong tatawag yang stage of experimentation and exploration. Okay, so the question is, who is an adult? So ang pag-determine just when an individual becomes an adult is quite difficult kay di relate niya sugad ka simple nga masaring kita nga somebody is 18 years old or 21 years old nga adult dayon hera. Okay? So, depende kasi to culture nga ng individuals kay iba-iba kasi ang markers and adulthood. Okay? So, some markers include getting married, having a full-time job, achieving economic independence, and taking self-responsibility. 'Di ba? As you can see, amoy ni an parang basehan sa iba ng mga cultures para masaring na somebody is an adult. Kapag yung kasal na or may na nahiya trabaho, singon na lang stable na job, economic independence, ibig sabihin, diri na na-rely bisang kakanay or ha parents or hakabugtuan when it comes to mga financial needs and taking self-responsibility. So actually the key word talaga hinidinhi is we can consider someone is an adult kung nakakahimo na rahin own decisions, kung nakaka-live na hera, han consequences, han ira decision. Okay? So, in some cultures, actually, diri pa na ako consider nga adult, basta diri pa kasal. Tapos sa ibalot na culture, diri pa necessary nga adult when diri pa hira na move out haira balay. Tapos diri pa nila na finance anira sarili. Okay, so I think this is sa mga western culture. So yan na ang pakiana. What if 25 years old na, may na degree ha college, pero na-rely lagi hapon na parents. I mean, naguhulat lagi hapon in support, financial support from parents. So ang pakiana, is that person fully an adult? So actually, debatable pa ito. Sa rin ko pa, you really have to consider an culture hininga tao. So the question is, here in the Philippines ba, this person is fully an adult? Okay, so let's think about it as we discuss emerging adulthood. So there are adjustment strategies for emerging adulthood. So una, para successfully manavigate ini nga period, and young people, kailangan mag-focus sirahin four key areas. Una, experiment and explore responsibility. Ibig sabihin, ini nga mga edad, 18 to 25 years old, they are encouraged to try in different jobs, to explore, since this is a period of exploration, di ba? Relationships, and also living situations. Ibig sabihin, living without parents, or trying to live alone, or trying to live with iba-ibang living arrangements. But gradually take on more responsibility han iya mga decisions, 'di ba? Dili na kasi ito bata nga nga pag may ada nangyari imo ani parents mo lagi aponan ko mananagot or something. So this is one of the adjustment strategy na pwede himuon mga emerging adults para fully makapag-transition to adulthood. Second is to develop intellectual assets. So here, they're encouraged to continue learning, 'di ba? Kung nag-graduate na yung college, you're encouraged also to enroll. It's either mga master's degree or mga additional na mga programs para ma-equip paherahan no era skills and era competencies. So it can be through formal education or self-study. So basta i-develop pa nila intellectual assets. Third, to create psychological assets. So it's not just important na intellectual la, but also an social, psychological assets. Ibig sabihin, building resilience, 'di ba? Kasi di rin na mga bata, 'di ba? Mabaro na to bounce back every time na dadapa sa ring pa. Emotional intelligence as well, kasi it will help you liwat to build resilience and emotional intelligence, and also para kung napansin niyo 'di ba nag-take kamuhan mga EQ tests before OJT. It's actually parang assessing if you are ready, kasi an OJT na-expose ka na real world of work. So pa kaya na, are you ready to face the reality and mga people who are working? Kasi kung diri pa stable, no, or parang hamubo na to emotional intelligence, pwede iton maging rason nga diri kita mag do well ha aton OJT or ha aton work, or makaran kita to adjust sa mga new situations, or handle multiple na mga stress, 'di ba? Kay iba talaga pag ada na ungod na trabaho. And in addition, psychological assets and sinisiring nga stable sense of self. Iton ba nga maaram ka na kung hino ka, di ba? Maaram ka na hanimo identity talaga. So it's important not just to develop intellectual assets, psychological assets, but also establish in social assets. Yan ako to na-appreciate na may daka network of supportive friends, mentors, ngan mga professional connections. Yan na nga nag-work na ako. Akala ko kasi, diri to need. Okay, you're not doing this just para lamay daka backer. Okay, not only that, nakadakot ira bulig liwatit imo professional growth, imo labat lang professional personal growth liwat. You will also learn from these people, di ba? And sireng pa ni Adler, importante may the social interest. So it's also important that we establish all of these things. And we can do this, we can try to do this, especially at EU stage, para mas successfully makapag-transition kita to adulthood. Okay? Next, let's talk about lifespan and life expectancy. Okay? So, and lifespan is the maximum number of years any member of the species has been documented to live. Okay? So, for humans, based on textbook, that's about 120 years. Okay? So, ang lifespan, ito nang sinisiring biological limit, assuming perfect conditions. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kaya. Kaya mag-leave ang tao basta assuming na maupay ang conditions, waray mga ano rin nga mga trahedya, waray mga damo nga mga sakit, or basta everything is well. Kaya mabuhay ang tao until 120 years. But we also have this life expectancy. On the other hand, amo naman ini an average number of years a person born in a particular year is expected to live. Okay, kung amo nininan, kumbaga, on average. Okay? And currently, nakala kasi nakuha na info, wala akong mag-search logod Philippines. Pero currently, US may ada, an era life expectancy is 77 years overall. I mean, overall for both men and women. Pero kung kikitaon mo ang statistics, 80 years old and life expectancy ha women, ngan 73 naman for men. So, kaya no may sugad na difference. Kay women typically have better health behaviors. So, syempre, kung mas better nila health behaviors, then mas longer, di ba, na na-promote ang longevity. So, actually based on a lot of statistics, liwat talaga ito nga, mas longer talaga ang life expectancy-han women. Okay? So, yun. Next is early adulthood. Okay. So, on early adulthood, kung ha textbook, actually, nakabutang dito nga late teens or early 20s and last through the 30s. Pero, in this kuan naman ako nakuha liwat pa na um source na it's usually between 20 to 40 years old. Okay? So here maaram man kita ha early adulthood na nag-establish talaga hin personal ng economic independence during this stage. Nagde-develop kita hin career, we select a mate kung yun na natin maasawa. We learn to live with someone in an intimate way. Amo na ito, mag-asawa na, and then start a family, and also rear children. Diba? Mag-raise up na hin children. So, also gihapon, ha physical development and early adults, um, marireach na naton an aton full height. So, bale, ang iyo height yan na parang feeling ko, di rin na amo na talaga ito hiya. Akon height niya na amo na ini, pang grand finals na ini nga height. And, during this stage, gihapon, mga 25, siguro nala mga no, this is not, we're not just talking about emerging adulthood, adi na kita early adulthood. So, let's assume na adi na kita mga 25 above. So, and brain here is fully mature and nagpipik na an aton physical health. So, ang mga important events liwat, hining na-mention ko na kanina, ang mga important events, di ba? So, I don't wanna repeat that again. Pero may mga challenges na at this, may mga challenges liwat. So, sugadahan pag transition new nga independent roles. 'Di ba? Very, although it's an important event to build relationships, marry, or ano pa ba. Pero, that's also very challenging, di ba? Kay, these are new roles na aton play. Like, pagka may dahin asawa or pagka may dahin anak, 'di ba? Or paging professional. So, as you can see, medyo mga heavy ini nga mga um, changes nga nangyari ha aton. So, that's the challenge na face ang mga early adults. Okay, so let's talk about physical development in early adulthood. So, in most, sarin ko pa kanina, most adults reach their peak physical development and are healthiest during their 20s. Okay, so amin na pinaka-optimal na naton health. Okay, so may amin years where we have the most strength, we have fastest reaction times. Ibig sabihin, pag Bada kita i-retrieve, no? It's easy. May speed of processing. And mas best liwat and cardiovascular health during this period. Mga 20s. Ada na yung mga edad. However, may daliwat sinisaring na catch kay many young adults like you, or I'll include myself, dahil nagda ko young adult, don't recognize nga ang current na behavior nila are actually setting the stage para nila future health. I'm guilty about this gihapon. Like, for example, bad eating habits, 'di ba? Always eating mga canned goods, always eating pancit canton, or soft drinks, or heavy drinking and alcohol, smoking, 'di ba? So, when you're doing that, all of that in your 20s, dili pa kasi ito ni mo nakikita an immediate effects, 'di ba? So, amo ito nan catch din he. We are in our optimal period naton health. But um di rin nato na-recognize nga aton current na behaviors yan na may daniya effect sa aton future, 'di ba? So, dili pa man nato nakikita ang mga immediate effects, pero they will impair ang aton health as we age. Okay? Why? Kasi syempre, ini nga damage, ini nga aton mga bad eating habits or whatever na mga habits na dili maupay or not healthy, nag-accumulate gihapon na tiya over time, and then ang aton body magko-compensate hiya. Our body can compensate when we are young, pero it's hard to compensate na naton lawas kung medyo older na kita. Okay? So, saring ko pa, I'm guilty about this. So, for example, 22 years old kaya na, and then you drink heavily alcohol every weekend, as in kada, wala guliton kuan, kada Sabado Domingo, or mas worst pa, syempre, kung everyday, di ba, nag-iinom ng alcohol. Or you frequently eat ang mga fast food, Jollibee, McDo, or kung diin man ito nga mga lugar. So yan na, you might feel fine kay syempre 22 years old ka pala, pero around 40 years old o 42 years old or whatever, yan, di na talaga ito mo ma-face liwat ang mga consequences, no? So some of the 40s, nga sugad din yung lifestyle, and when they were 20s, nagkakamay the liver damage, nagsasuffer obesity, nagkakamay the heart disease, 'di ba? So these are the consequences and choices nga ginihimo no sa katawo 20 years earlier, 'di ba? Okay, so let's get more specific on physical development ha early adulthood. So, and physical development and growth, sa rin ko par mostly complete, and we are not getting any taller. Okay, so adults in hininga stage reach their physical peaks in strength and endurance. 'Di ba? So, amo ni kasi nga mga edad, usually yan mga Olympic athletes na laban, 'di ba, to compete. And this is also the statistically safest time para gihaponan healthy pregnancy and birth, 'di ba? So, early adulthood talaga an perfect time to give birth. Because, rin ko pa, ang body is optimally developed and hasn't yet started declining. So, aman yan, perfect time. So may mga lifestyle diseases, sugad, and diabetes or heart disease nga usually um, haven't had time to set in yet at this point. And good news gihapon na ang mga dangers related to high-risk behavior nagdo-drop off significantly after the early 20s kasi ang dako hini nga reason is ang atong prefrontal cortex is now fully developed, so ang aton mga decision making nag-i-improve na gihapon. So less na good ang mga high risk behavior during this stage. Okay. So next, yun. So that's all for physical development. We are now moving on to cognitive development. Okay? So cognitive development, I know you still remember Jean Piaget. Basta cognitive development, we always discuss sa niya mga concepts, no? So, he believed na in each stage of cognitive development, people think in qualitatively different ways. So, Piaget, he thought that formal operational stage nga nagtitikang around age 11 nga daha 15 was the highest stage of thinking. So according Haiya, and adults gain more knowledge and experience. But the way they think doesn't fundamentally change from adolescence. So, ibig sabihin, an adult, nga ng 15 years old in formal operations, parehas gihapon and gigagamit nga logical reasoning processes. Pero magkaiba ang amounts information. Okay? So, teenager and adult, parehas sila nakaka-think in abstractly, for example, about justice, ngan kaya na nila mag-plan or understand in mga hypothetical scenarios. Pero adult, mas damo la kasi niya life experiences na pwede na niya mapanghugutan. So, amo lang ito ng difference between the two. According kang Piaget. However, may dagyapon mga researchers nga nagdi-disagree kan Piaget. Okay? So, they argue, saan siya na nga mga effects. Tigdaong ko. Okay, sige. So, they argue nga thinking in early adulthood becomes more realistic ngan pragmatic. Ibig sabihin, mas practical ngan grounded na ha real world and thinking early adulthood. So, may nag-establish na han term nga post-formal thought. Okay, ini nga, amoy nila ang mga researchers that doesn't agree with Piaget. Magkaiba ko no he 15 years old ngan he early adults. So, he post-formal thought is reflective, relativistic, contextual. So, ibig sabihin, at mga adults na recognize nila nga damo and perspectives ngan na matter and context. Okay. So, kaya no provisional. Provisional because ang mga adults understand that truth can change based on new information. Okay? Kumbaga, flexible ang truth. Depende kung anoan bago nga information. Realistic gihapon and post-formal thought because an adults, they think about mga practical na constraints. Okay? Diri na sugad ka idealistic. And it's also open emotions and subjective experience. So, ibig sabihin, kaya na ni adults mag-integrate in feelings, logic. Okay? So, kung i-compare natin, teenager kasi, pwede sumiring nga, lying is always wrong. While adult naman, post-formal thought might say nga, actually, lying is generally wrong. But, kung in pag-lie, nakaka-save in someone's life, then context matters. Okay? So, kumbaga na magkaiba, teenager and adult because adult kaya niya magkitahan mga gray areas. Ang sabihin ko pa kanina, and era thinking is that provisional. Okay? Na-understand nila nga ang truth, pwede yan mag-change, dependehan context and new information. Okay, so as previously discussed, the brain continues to develop into the mid-20s. Okay? So let's get practical na ha on discussion ng cognitive changes. So nayahan ako kanina na um, he-brain nagko-continue to develop nga daha mid-20s, especially in prefrontal cortex, nga nag-handle hand decision making and impulse control. And intellectual peaks are usually reached around this point liwat and early adulthood. And this is also the time nga we are best able to learn mga new information quickly. So that's why kung ako I would say nga mas better na kamo maka-learn yun ng fourth year kamo than when you were still a first year or second year. Okay? Kasi amo talaga yun ni ang sinisiring na optimal na stage. And it's easy for you to learn new information quickly. And young adults also still find it easy to learn new skills and information. So, whether it's a new language or, for example, technology or learning in mga job skills. And most importantly, sabi ko pa kanina, relativistic thinking nag-emerge during this stage. Ano ba yung relativistic thinking? This is when an adult engage in more thinking about in mga complex issues and nakikita nila mga gray areas and also multiple levels and problem in an abstract way. So, kaya no importante na may sugad din nga relativistic thinking. It's because and real world problems man good kay diri hiya black and white. So you really have to see the gray areas. Okay? Maram naman lot kita, 'di ba, na when somebody thinks han black and white is parang cognitive distortion nito niya nga pag diri ini adi naman nga opposite extreme, 'di ba? So an adults are capable of thinking na there is may daya middle kuan, may gray area. Okay? So, 25-year-old, for example, nga law student, kaya na mag-analyze in mga legal case, ha iba-iba nga perspectives. Okay? Ha victim nga perspective, ha defendant nga perspective, and also an implication sa niya society. So, kumbaga, din ko consider niya nga mga perspectives all at the same time. Ibig sabihin, simultaneously. Okay? Um, Ang younger teen kasi, dili pa sugad ito nga way and era pag-think han mga things. Okay? So, pwede, maisip na ito niya kung guilty or not guilty. And usa nga kuan, uh, person, 'di ba? Pero he he law student nga early adult na, kaya na niya and multiple perspectives at all at the same time pag-analyze. So, amo tan nga damo ang mga na-argue kan Jean Piaget kay iniyayakan parehas la kuno mag-isip. He 15 years old, ngan he 20 years old or 25 years old. Pagkakaibala ko nira an experience la. Okay. So, iba niya kan. May dasanin nga post-formal thought. So now we will be transitioning na to socio-emotional na mga discussion ha early adulthood. So, I know you still remember Eric Erickson. Just kumanso muna la, diba? Tikang paka first year. So, inihiya, according to him, and developmental task han early adults is, or the psychosocial crisis is intimacy versus isolation. So, at this point, an self-identity han tao is established, pero still nag-evolve. Okay, maaram ka kung nino ka, pero you're still refining it at this stage. So, young adults seek connection with similar-minded peer group or mga people who share their values. 'Di ba? So, amo nini naton mga gusto naton ng mga kaupod and mga similar-minded na mga people. Okay? Iba na kay taha at adolescence, na bisan nila hino, 'di ba? Bisan nila hino ang imo friends, tapos ang imo friends ang nag-shape ang imo identity. So, ka mga young adults, iba na. Hikita na ang napili ang mga people who are the same hanaton values or the same hanaton mga interests. Okay? So, that's the reason why liwat na medyo nag-iiban na naton circle kapag young adult na kita. And also, um, now we get to choose na ang peers who match our interests and values. Ang masasaring ko iyo. Now, young adults also pursue in romantic partners para ma-establish an their own family. So we also mentioned that it's part of the developmental task. So here, dating is not just for fun, but also seeking in long-term commitment. Ibig sabihin, may nakikita ka na nga future, may na hiya direction, pakikipag pag enter in relationship. So, kasi that's one of the psychosocial crisis talaga. Amo man good and main nga psychosocial crisis hanyang adults. Intimacy versus isolation. Okay? Kung direto para sa una nga, ano la, fling-fling la, or just for fun la. 'Di ba? So here, we're planning na family way. So, iniyang mga activities na require in learning commitment. Ibig sabihin, based on trust and self-confidence nga nalalearn ha childhood. So, kaya na importante ang childhood nga kayo na mention ng childhood. Kasi kung di rin mo na learn and trust others as a child, it will be really hard for you to form mga intimate adult relationships, 'di ba? When you're older, 'di ba? So, shiton. Kay for example, an 28-year-old nga person may da niya secure attachment as a child. 'Di ba? Maramang kita ng discussion about attachment. So it will be easy for that person to trust and commit a partner. 'Di ba? Pero ang mga bata when they were younger, ang mga tao when they were younger, kung naka-experience sila in childhood neglect, for example, they will also struggle in intimacy and also fear nga ma-abandon hera when they become an adult. That's why na matter talaga attachment na mga discussion. An attachment mo baby ka pa. Parang nakaka-feed liwat hiya kung ano nga klase ng attachment ka may ada ha imo adult relationships. So now, yun na nga, we're talking about socio-emotional development already. So, during early adulthood, amo man gud ni and developmental task naton to form in intimate relationships with others. And then, kung successful, syempre, young adults magakamay dahera or madedevelop nila and deep, meaningful nga connections. So, ini nga mga connections, di rely ni about romantic relationships, but also close friendships, ngan strong nga family bonds, 'di ba? Tapos kung unsuccessful naman, ang mga sinisiring naton nga isolation. They become socially isolated. They feel lonely, disconnected, ngan unable to form mga lasting nga bonds. Ibig sabihin, hindi rin nakabilinghin real friends or faithful nga partner or something like that. Nag-struggle talaga hira to make meaningful connections. So why na matter ini, no? Kaya ano sugad? Kasi we know that humans are social beings, 'di ba? Since no man is an island and isolation is always linked. Usay to hiyang factor why someone is struggling with depression, anxiety, and even mga physical health problems. Okay? So someone nga naka-successfully navigate hining nga stage nga intimacy versus isolation stage might be married or in a committed partnership. Maybe a close group of friends and they feel connected sa a community sa ring pa may social interest. And someone nga dili na doesn't might live alone and waray mga superficial lang nga relationships and doesn't feel deep nga loneliness. Okay, so I'll just show this to you briefly, pero maara man ako nga you already know this. We already discussed this sa mga previous na mga stages. So currently, ang natin focusan is early adulthood. So adi kita ha intimacy versus isolation. Okay, so maaram naman kita 'di ba na when talking about Erickson, um may na talaga mga crisis nga gina-resolve kada stages, 'di ba? And the stages also build on each other. Kung wari ka maka-successfully resolve earlier stages, and later stages become more difficult. So, it's important to note nga nasa ring lako nga become more difficult pero dik nasa ring nga impossible, 'di ba? Medyo nag-struggle la pero it doesn't mean nga that's the end of it. Kaya paghihapon ito ma-compensate ang mga higher years. Okay? So, yun. Okay, so ini nga graph shows how we invest in aton energy and attention differently across the lifespan. So, kung makikita niyo, in early adulthood, there is a heavy investment on identity, intimacy, ngan generativity. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, we figure out who we are, hining stage, and we form relationships, and we build our career, hining hining early adulthood. So, as you can see naman na middle adulthood, generativity naman, nagpipik. Okay? So, this is the time where nagme-mentor na kita with others, nag-raise na in children, nagko-contribute na society. While late adulthood naman, as you can see here, adi neto 70 to 84 years, 70 above, and late adulthood. So, an integrity becomes most important here. And then, looking back on your life and finding meaning is very important. Okay? So here we can understand that ano ang normal and what is expected had different life stages. Okay, so continuing has social emotional development in early adulthood. So let's talk about moral development and early adults. Okay, so it's still Lawrence Kohlberg's theory of moral development. So ining theory um, talks about how our sense of right and wrong evolves. So according kan Kohlberg, most young adults nagstay conventional stage of moral reasoning. So what does it mean kung nagstay conventional stage? Ibig sabihin, gin-internalize nila ang social ideas of morality and understand the function of morality and law and maintaining society. So, na-follow irahan rules because and society needs rules to function. So, they're not following the rules just to avoid punishment. Okay? However, ang ibang mga adults may also graduate to post-conventional moral reasoning. Okay? So, pero nasa ring nga di some adults. Diri sisiring nga di nga tanan nga adults makaka-reach and post-conventional nga moral reasoning. So, ibig sabihin ini nga mga nag-graduate nga to post-conventional, may dara deeper and more complex nga understanding and universal rights and wrongs. And then, and morality nila is based on principles, diri ilaha balaod or mga laws. So, ini nga mga individuals may dahera strong nga moral compass and the confidence to stand up han mga pervasive nga injustice. So even though unpopular ini nga opinion or stand, they still stand up, 'di ba? Hini. So, example ini someone in conventional morality pwede ya sumiring nga I don't steal because it's illegal. Pero and someone nga ada na post conventional morality will say nga I don't steal because it violates in human dignity, or pwede nga ni i-break nila ang sinisiring nga unjust nga law, like mga civil rights activists, 'di ba, nga gin-violate nila ang segregation laws, 'di ba? So ibig sabihin nila naintindihan nila nga ang law diri fix pwede mo pahiya ano ini ano pa ini? Ma-bend. Charis bend, low bender. Ano na issue na logo ng kuan. Hinupadton nga low bender. Pero, dinhi, di ba mga activists, amo ni era kuan, amo ni sinisiring naton nga, dili nga tanan nangangaday ni nga level and morality nga post-conventional. Kadamaan nga mga adults just stay ha conventional stage of moral reasoning. Okay, so since the main um, developmental task is about relationships, kay di ba nga ni intimacy versus isolation. So yan na, let's talk about compatibility ha romantic relationships. So compatibility is a combination and social, emotional, and physical factors that create a situation where partners fit together. So this may include in things like physical attractiveness, similar hobbies, and shared interests. Pero statistically, and the most important factors ko no are having similar nga worldview, life goals, intelligence, ngan beliefs like faith, ngan hin mga politics, ngan pati temperament. So kaya no daw all of these things matter most. Because ini nga mga things you deal with every day, 'di ba? How you make decisions, how you raise your children, how you spend money, and also resolving conflicts, 'di ba? So, that said, sometimes in sinisiring nila nga opposites attract, it all comes down to the individual couple. So, um actually, na-discuss ta na ini aton experimental psychology nga ni nga nagkamay na kita activity about common sense psychology, and then it's actually false nga opposites attract. I mean, may mga times nga yes, pero research has found nga di really what healthy and totally opposite and couple. Kay siring pa if it's about faith, for example, 'di ba? Ka ka-complicated kung magkaiba ang faith han mag-asawa, or bisan politics, napapag-awayan ba yung politics liwat? 'Di ba? Mga political views. So, nayahan nga di, two people might both love hiking and have great chemistry. But if one wants children and the other doesn't, or one is deeply religious and the other is atheist, so ini nga mga fundamental differences will create ongoing conflict, 'di ba? So although exciting to meet a person na parang opposite na imong interest, pero in the long run dili siya sustainable, damo talaga it will ano sa ini create mga conflicts in the future. 'Di ba? Lalo na if mga fundamental na mga differences talaga sugadhan biskan lahan han and desire to have children. Kung magkaiba ka mo, no, sana diri magkaanak, ano sa gusto, di ba? So, that will really create conflict couple. So, may the compatibility issues. This is the last slide for the early adulthood. So, let's talk about adjusting to roles and finding happiness. So, may add the three major roles and early adulthood. So, first and marriage, second is career path, and third is parenting. Okay, so let's start with marriage. So, first, marriage or co-living. Here, the young adult must learn commitment and compromise. Diba? Sometimes kasi it's hard because na-require gihap in giving up some independence and considering another person in every decision. 'Di ba? It's hard. Amo ito na ni iba na din pag-asawa kasi they don't want nga may ibang nga tao nga ginko consider ha decision. 'Di ba? And then when you are in a relationship, sometimes it will also require you to give up some independence kay before you decide may napausa nga kailangan i-consider, 'di ba? So adults who lack a clear vision of their own identity will also struggle here. So due to low self-confidence or issues with jealousy and being rigid. It's hard when you're rigid and you're in a relationship na parang if things doesn't go your way, parang that will also cause conflicts. Second, na major role is building your career path. So at some point, you must make choices and also take steps to establish in vocation. Okay? Kay kundiri, you will end up drifting without direction. Ang mo to sinisiring nga parang may dalawa the same issue with identity nga kung diri ka maaram kung hino ka, how can you know what career fits you, 'di ba? So it's important to really know, 'di ba, kung ano nga trabaho ang imo gusto i-pursue, 'di ba? Kay adults, you spend a lot of your time at work kaysa habalay. 'Di ba? Imo waking hours, mas damon oras mo ha trabaho. So, it's hard kung diri mo nabiling talagaan imo gusto na career. So, third is adjusting to parenthood. So, whether you're single parent or co-parenting, and pag-take care of another human is incredibly challenging. Kay, parents must also adjust in their expectations and independence, di ba? Especially if ira mga anak is kuan na pagguti pa, 'di ba? So dili na baga nakakadesisyon agad-agad ng mga butang-butang because you have to also consider and mga growing kids. Also some issues of schedule, 'di ba? Time management is really an issue here and your priorities kay when you're a parent sometimes kailangan talaga ipagpaliban ang mga needs mo so that the baby's needs comes first, 'di ba? So this is really mga major nga roles ha early adulthood. So a new parent might struggle because they can no longer sleep on weekends or parang di rin nila nakakapag-oversleep syempre kaya may mga kabataan nga nagkakabuhat in temprano or they could not go out spontaneously with friends diri paresan daraga pa or early tawo or kapag new parent ka you cannot parang give your 100% best sa imong career kumbaga nag-iiba kasi ang dynamics when may ada na anak, 'di ba? So, that's all for early adulthood, pero I encourage you to also read more about early adulthood and emerging adults ha kung mga i-upload na mga learning materials.